Take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. Hello, I'm Michelle Douglas and I'm an intuitive healer, coach and soul realignment practitioner. And I'm on a mission to empower you to make the choices which align to who you are as a soul. If you'd like more information, visit me at findmysparkle.com. Hello, my lovelies. It's Michelle here coming to you from beautiful Queensland in Australia. So today I'm going to be talking about change. So when I'm working with a client, especially even with my healing clients, I know that on some level, especially if they're not getting better, that on some level they do not want to change. They don't want things to change. And there's a whole reason behind that. And we'll go into that in a moment. So there's people out there who consciously want their life to change, but on a subconscious level, it's a whole other story. So we create our life circumstances through the choices that we make, and those choices are made based on the patterns we are running. Now, these patterns were often created during a past life based on the choices we made in that life, or even earlier in your present life. So if your life isn't quite what you'd like it to be, it could be that you've been making choices based on negative patterns which you are running. So by the way, a negative for you may not be negative for somebody else, just so that you're aware of that. So if you truly want your life to change, you really need to start making choices which are not aligned with those negative patterns. And it's not necessarily going to feel easy either. Like sometimes it can actually be terrifying. For most people, there will be a sense of discomfort of some sort. So stepping out of your comfort zone is what this is all about. So the discomfort is a sign that you are stepping out of your comfort zone. So if you've been running a negative pattern and making choices based on those patterns, this will be within your comfort zone. So while your life may not be the way you want it to be, it feels somewhat comfortable or safe. It feels right, that sort of thing. So what happens in a soul realignment, though, is that I access your Akashic records and identify what these negative patterns are and how they were created, and also how they are contributing now to your current life situation. I complete some clearing work prior to our session to start off the healing process, and then when we meet, I explain to you what I've found and I talk you through how these negative patterns may be playing out in your life. And you'll be surprised at how accurate this can be. And they're causing you to make choices which are perpetuating the negative circumstances in your life. So if you're seeing the same negative thing happening in your life over and over and over again, it is 100% because of the choices that you are making. And those choices, if you're making those choices unconsciously, are related or linked to those negative patterns you are also running. We then come up with some actions, or we discuss some actions that you could take in order to break those negative patterns and therefore create new circumstances in your life. Now, here's the thing. Without these actions, you will continue to recreate the same life circumstances. So even though I give you some clearing homework to do for 21 days after our session, it will only get you so far. If you don't take those actions, your future choices, which are based on the negative patterns, will continue to keep creating the circumstances you are wanting to move away from. So when you're making a negative choice, you're creating more blocks and restrictions in your soul profile, and that's not going to serve you long term, obviously. So the whole idea of this process is to obviously do the energetic clearing, but then we need to take the physical action and make different choices in order to prevent those energies coming back or being recreated, I should say. So it's like the definition of insanity, making the same choices over and over again and expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. So will change happen for me? Well, yeah, it's just not going to happen though unless you're prepared to experience some discomfort in the short term as you start making those different choices. So you can always do nothing and continue tolerating the circumstances in your life that feel bad to you, or you can get uncomfortable for a short time while you shift these negative patterns so that they don't keep repeating. So if you're not prepared to change your actions, how much do you think your life's going to change? Like, how much do you actually want things to change? We all have free will, so of course it's completely up to you. But if you really, really want to make positive changes in your life because what you're seeing, what you're experiencing doesn't feel good to you, the only way to shift it permanently is to make different choices day to day. So I'll leave you with that and we will see you next time.